Hey everybody, Pastor Randy here. I want to share a thought with you this morning. Jesus said that in the last days we would return to the days of Noah. Now, to return to something means you've already been there at least one time before. Our world at that time in the days of Noah was a morally corrupt place. But it was also a place that had determined that the value of God and the value of anything was nothing. That basically the opinion was, I'm going to do whatever I want and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm going to do whatever I want and I really don't care what you say. Friends, we have returned to the days of Noah. How long will they last? I don't know. God said He would not flood the earth again with water as it was in the days of Noah, but indeed the time of God will pour out a cleansing upon this world like we've never known. We've reached a time to where now killing babies is a normal conversation. We've reached a time now to where there's no respect. Police officers are shot at random. Politicians are horrific in the way that they talk to and at each other. People in general are unkind to one another. Friends, these things are not of God. We are in this horrendous time known as the days of Noah. We have returned to a time to where I will say, do, think, and act in any way that I want and don't care if you like it. I have no concern or thought about your feelings or how things work anymore because I want it my way. And if I don't get my way, I'm going to hold my breath and stomp my feet and have a fit until I get my way, or I can get a bill passed that tells me my way is okay. Friends, this is not of God. We're on a slippery slope, and it is not headed to a good place. It is my prayer, it is my earnest, heartfelt prayer that indeed people would rise up, people of God would rise up, not in rebellion, but in prayer. Think about your home, your family, your community, your church, and pray that God opens eyes and hearts, and that we would see revival and change come. For indeed, as it was in the days of Noah, God had to make a mighty, mighty announcement to get people's attention. And the flood came. And it tells us that in the days of Noah, that Noah gave that message for well over 100 years, that it was going to rain. And nobody believed him. Everyone determined their way was right. Everyone determined they didn't listen to anything and weren't going to listen to anything. And that was until the first drop of rain hit the ground. And then everyone's mind was changed really quick. But there was a problem. As they scurried and ran toward the ark, of which they had been invited to take part in, invited to be included in by the words of Noah, that it was going to rain, to be saved from this. And while they all said no, in that moment, when the rain began to pound the ground and the flood waters began to rise, we can believe that they began to rush toward that ark, a place of refuge, a place of safety. But the Bible tells us the door was closed and God had closed it. It's my random thought. Think about what you're seeing around you and pray for wisdom. Thank you.